This is the full story of how Donald Trump defeated his opponents and won the election,
war hero
despite
because he
facing
was
great
captured.
opposition.
Former
Welcome to Movie Mix Recap. Please like and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to turn on notifications for more interesting videos. Hell's Boredom and the Devil's Plan. The film begins in the fiery underworld, where Luther, the devil, grows restless. His imps scurry around, presenting reports of ongoing chaos in the human world, petty crimes, minor political scandals, and corporate greed. Luther scoffs, calling them small potatoes. One imp timidly suggests, why not focus on someone with real potential for destruction? When the imp reveals Donald Trump, a flashy businessman with a polarizing personality, Luther's interest is piqued. Ambitious, egotistical, morally flexible, he's perfect, Luther muses, snapping his fingers to conjure a dossier on Trump. He decides to make Trump his next project. Trump's introduction, the dreamer and the doubter. The scene shifts to Trump's extravagant penthouse, dripping with gold. Trump is surrounded by sycophants who hang on his every word. He's casually bragging about his success, while flipping through TV channels. He lands on a news segment mocking his political ambitions. They think I'm a joke? He scoffs, tossing the remote. I'll show them what a winner looks like. His advisors laugh nervously, unsure if he's serious. In private, Trump mutters to himself, President Trump has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Luther's first encounter, a devilish deal. Later that night, as Trump gazes out over the New York skyline, Luther appears, disguised as a slick, mysterious figure in a tailored suit. Donald, you've got big dreams, but let's face it, you're not exactly presidential material, he says, smirking. Trump is startled but intrigued. Who the hell are you? Luther responds with a sly grin. Let's just say I'm someone who can make your wildest dreams come true, for a price. Trump, dismissive, waves him off. I don't need help, I'm Trump. Luther chuckles. We'll see. Setting the stage, sabotage and chaos. Determined to prove his worth, Luther begins manipulating the world around Trump. A rival businessman suddenly faces a scandal involving tax fraud. Another potential candidate drops out after incriminating photos surface. Trump's competitors in the Republican primary begin to falter, one by one, as Luther orchestrates their downfalls. Meanwhile, Trump's name starts dominating the headlines. Trump is bewildered, but thrilled. Maybe the universe is on my side, he tells his team. Luther's coaching, the art of manipulation. Luther takes a more active role in Trump's campaign, guiding him on how to appeal to the masses. Fear and anger. That's what wins elections, Luther explains during a late-night strategy session. He coaches Trump on crafting inflammatory slogans and outrageous promises. A montage follows, showing Trump practicing lines like "Build the wall" and "Make America great again" in front of mirrors. At campaign rallies, Luther lurks in the background, feeding Trump lines through an earpiece. The crowds grow larger and more fervent, eating up Trump's every word. Media frenzy and the debate scene. Trump's unconventional campaign catches the media's attention. News anchors debate whether he's a serious candidate or a sideshow. During the first Republican debate, Trump shocks everyone with his brash, unfiltered style. When a moderator questions his qualifications, he retorts, "I've built an empire. What have you done?" The audience erupts in applause. Luther watches from the shadows, grinning. He's a natural, he says to himself. Trump's doubts, the pressure mounts. As the campaign progresses, Trump begins to feel the weight of public scrutiny. In a rare moment of vulnerability, he confides in Melania. What if I lose? What if I'm just a joke to them? Melania, ever composed, reassures him. You're Donald Trump. You don't lose. But Trump's self-doubt lingers. Sensing his hesitation, Luther appears, reminding him of their deal. You wanted to win, Donald. Stick with me, and you'll never lose. The turning point, sealing the pact. With the election nearing and his poll numbers slipping, Trump grows desperate. Luther appears one final time, offering a direct deal. Absolute victory in exchange for Trump's unwavering loyalty. Trump hesitates, knowing he's crossing a line, but his ambition wins out. "Fine," he says, shaking Luther's hand, "but I want the biggest victory in history." Luther smirks. "Oh, it'll be big. Believe me." Election night, victory and chaos. Election night is a dramatic affair. As the results roll in, swing states unexpectedly flip in Trump's favor. News networks scramble to keep up, stunned by the upset. When Trump is declared the winner, his supporters erupt in celebration, while the rest of the country is left in shock. Trump takes the stage to deliver his victory speech, basking in the adoration. In the crowd, Luther watches, satisfied. "The chaos begins now," he whispers. Trump's presidency, a world unraveled. The movie shifts into a montage of Trump's presidency, highlighting the chaos that ensues. Executive orders are signed with little thought. International relations deteriorate as Trump alienates allies and cozies up to dictators. Protests erupt across the country. Each decision Trump makes seems to sow more division and unrest. Behind the scenes, Luther continues to influence him, ensuring maximum disruption. The cost of power. As time passes, Trump starts to feel the strain of his deal with Luther. He becomes increasingly paranoid, convinced that everyone is out to get him. In a chilling scene, he confronts Luther, demanding to know why things are spiraling out of control. "You wanted power, Donald," Luther replies. "This is what it looks like." Trump, furious but helpless, realizes he's trapped. The Devil's Triumph. The film's climax sees Luther reveling in his success. Back in hell, he watches the chaos unfold on Earth, delighted by the turmoil Trump's presidency has caused. His imps cheer, declaring it his greatest victory yet. Luther raises a toast, saying, "Sometimes, all it takes is one bad president." Closing scene. A grim warning. The final scene cuts back to Earth, where the world is in disarray. Trump, isolated and consumed by his own ego, sits in the Oval Office, oblivious to the havoc he's wrought. The camera pans out, showing the planet engulfed in chaos. The screen fades to black as Luther's voice echoes, "Power corrupts, and absolute power? That's my playground."
If you enjoyed this video, please do well to like, subscribe, and comment on what movies you want us to review for you. Also, turn on the notification bell icon so you don't miss any of our videos. Thanks, and see you in the next video.